Hi, welcome to week 2 of Applied Human Development 2. This is your fearless leader, Professor Jeff, and I wanted to start our week off by telling you what a fantastic first week we had. And I'm not saying that just to talk. I was so thrilled with the number of interactions that you guys had with each other, how encouraging you were with each other. Everybody got their work done. It was all done very, very well. And so we're off to a great start. Week 2, we're actually going to have some objectives this week about adolescence, psychosocial development of adolescence, spiritual development of adolescence. You're going to watch some YouTube videos, and you're going to do an outline on a Jonathan Edwards sermon, which is good for the soul. So I'm glad that you guys are going to be doing that. Also be doing your reading. But I wanted to talk real quick about a couple of things. This week, the road that Jesus walked this week is the reason why Moody Bible Institute exists. It's the reason why we do applied human development. It's the reason why we have hope. And so I want us to take a moment this week and just think about that. This isn't really about the papers you have to get done or the grades you have to get done. And I certainly did that when I was doing my education, and I got very obsessed with it. But this week really helps us to zone out and see a big picture. It doesn't really matter, don't tell anybody. It doesn't really matter what grade you get in applied human development too, although I'd like you all to get A's. But in the big scheme of things, if you don't get an A, Jesus still loves you. You know how I know? Because of Friday. It was a good Friday, not for him, but for us. And because the tomb was empty on Sunday. So you are deeply and extravagantly loved. And I just wanted to remind everyone of that, for us to slow down. And I'm reminded of a Paul David Tripp quote that said, "The darkness of the tomb, and it was empty, proves that Jesus can defeat the darkness of our hearts." And so I just want us to thank God for that this week, and I want us to think through what we're learning and how it applies just to our sanctification, not whether we get a degree, but to our sanctification. All right, sermon over with. But week 2 has begun. I want to remind you that all your assignments should be done by Friday at midnight and then respond to them by Sunday at midnight. Everyone did really well on the quiz on Hooked. I know there's some confusion, but I'm able to override, and a lot of you got the questions right that you thought you got wrong. So check your scores. All is graded. All is well. As we go forward this week, have a blessed Easter. Onward and upwards.